just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll take over inside the... at the 44-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw, it's Carr. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Rosas' kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now it's Patterson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 12. 26 and also a first down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors at that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
On third down, Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action, Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Tanner Muse. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Now it's Patterson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that look.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Marlon Davidson. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Derek Brown in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, that's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Flush to his right. That's the tight end Hurst with it. That catch good for only a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing again, Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
He shifts past him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
To throw for it is Ryan. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pop the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get... And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Carr, a quick throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. But we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Isaiah, and a loose football. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Nice pick, nice pick.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Ryan. Touchdown Falcons. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
On second down, it's Patterson, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons cut into that lead. They'll try and throw for it. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Here's Koo to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
55 rushing yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, folks, there have been fewer than 10 quarterbacks in NFL history that have hit 60,000 passing yards, and Matt Ryan is now one of them. What an accomplishment for the #1 overall pick back in 2008. This is a guy that oftentimes does it with not much fanfare. He had Julio Jones for a big part of these yards, but often overlooked by Breeze, Brady, Manning, and Rodgers during his tenure in the NFL. But he has been fantastic and consistent. What a job by Matt Ryan. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And this one is right through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Carr escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, it's Patterson. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well. And he just provided one.
Eluding the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Olamide Zaccheaus. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. 64 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Carr now to throw. That caught by Tremble. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Falcons 17-yard line.
Here's Carr. Touchdown! It's complete. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Ryan on target to Pitts, first down, Falcons. On first down, Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Play action. It's Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now Ryan on first down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Carr to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got room. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning.